Learning how to land blind, and even just learning to ride blind, can be quite the daunting task. Hopefully the drills in this video will quicken the process and help you land some tricks that require this technical, awkward landing. Let's get started on the process of forcing you to ride blind instead of just jumping into trying to land blind. The base skill that I'm going to use to force you into the blind position is the one-handed backside slide, and I call this the Overtwisting Drill. First, we want to slow the boat down to about 13 miles per hour, so if you take any falls, they won't hurt. I'll be doing this drill for a regular footed rider, so move over toward the right side of the middle inside of the wakes to give yourself room to get into the slide. Once you are in the start position next to the right wake, drop your right hand off the handle. Now edge towards the middle on your heel side edge. Once you cross the center line or prop line, push the handle left to leverage the board and help break the fins loose into the one-handed backside slide. While getting into the slide, turn the handle down and lock your eyes on the tower. Once you are in the slide, overtwist your lower body so you slide to the left toward the wake, and try to slide up and over it to the outside just by turning the board past 90 degrees. Getting over the wake for the first time might feel a bit scary or difficult, but stick with the weird feeling of overtwisting and sliding backwards towards that side of the boat, which is a very unnatural movement, but a necessity for completing the rest of the steps in this drill sequence. Most riders don't think they are flexible enough to twist this much, but most of the time their lack of flexibility is caused by being too tense instead of relaxing and trusting the technique of overtwisting the slide to move left. When you finally accomplish getting outside the wake, continue to slide outward by overtwisting the board even more towards backside 180. Keep your eyes locked on the tower to isolate your upper body so we can force you into the blind riding position. As you get out far, try to overtwist the board even more yet till the board starts to track again, so it is in a riding position instead of a sliding position. At this point, your fins should lock back in while your upper body remains overtwisted. You are now riding blind, but not the normal textbook blind. Let's call this overtwisted blind for the sake of learning. Hold this position and get ready for the repetition that will help you build strength and comfort riding blind. Remember, your eyes are still on the tower for balance and control. From this overtwisted blind riding position held on the outside of the wake, slowly turn the handle more like you would for a pass, while at the same time turn your head and shoulders away from the boat, then reach for the handle to get into the cuffed riding position. Hold the cuffed riding position with a slight edge outward for a few seconds with your eyes looking back. Then slowly release your hand and turn your head and shoulders back toward the boat and tower to return to the overtwisted blind position that you first started with. Don't let the board change position, and the fins should remain tracking in the overtwisted position the entire time. Repeat this as many times as you can, moving your upper body back and forth slowly from the overtwisted position to the cuffed riding position to build comfort and strength. After you feel comfortable with that step, go back to the middle of the wake and start the drill over. Edge heel side to get into the one-handed backside slide. Overtwist the board and slide out of the wakes again in the same way you did before. Slide outward as far as you can and continue to overtwist the board until it tracks riding overtwisted blind again. Now for these steps we'll move back and forth from the overtwisted blind to the normal textbook blind riding position. After holding the overtwisted position with your eyes locked on the tower, turn the handle down and slowly turn your head and shoulders away from the boat. At the same time, try to put the back of your hand against your lead hip as you turn your head and shoulders away. You are now in the proper blind riding position. It will take a lot of strength to keep the back of your hand against your lead hip, and this arm will get stronger over time as you practice. After turning to this position and holding it for a few seconds, slowly turn your upper body back to the overtwisted blind riding position and extend your arm to let the handle back out. Repeat this as many times as you can, moving your upper body back and forth slowly from the overtwisted position to the blind riding position to build comfort and strength. Okay, you have now been forced to ride blind, and you can use this skill for many landings for a wide variety of tricks, like toe side frontside 360s, heel side backside 180s, and even inverts like tangential blinds or chrome mobs. So do this quick drill right before any attempts, and it's definitely going to help you stick your landings.